It's another one of those times where as soon as I hit the start button, I'm like, oh, I should probably turn a fan on. It's like fall is nice, but not when the nights are like this. Not when they're like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, actually, never mind, I'm melting. It's like, just pick a temperature. Pick a temperature so the AC knows what to do. Maybe I shouldn't have started at the title screen. Maybe I should have started at the actual, like, load up the story mode button. Yeah, whatever. I'm late enough as it is. Doesn't matter what screen I start on. This screen, maybe. I still don't know how I didn't realize that's the inside of a pelican. That's like the go-to dropship for the humans. You know what's cool about this game is that it has that offline indicator up in the top right corner, and it goes away when you start the single player. Xenoblade X doesn't do that, which just makes it even more ridiculous that they shut down the server. Like, I get that they shut down the servers, fine, but they didn't also patch the game to not have that stupid offline indicator in the top left corner the entire game. I don't even know why they did that to begin with, because it's not like it's one of those, like, always online kind of, like, MMO type experiences where you could, like, run across another player while you're playing. It's literally just Xenoblade, but then sometimes also you can connect online and do things with other people. Oh, so I was thinking about this earlier today, is that what I think is cool about the energy swords design... Where am I going? What I think is cool about the energy swords design is that I could easily see that as being, like, an ancient Sangheili design that they've just kept the entire time. Is that where I'm going? I think that's where I'm going. But no, back. Because I could see that. I could see the shape of this sword being a physical sword, like a blade not made of energy, and it still kind of works. And I think the shape, like the blade shape relative to the handle, like technically that's not a sword. That's like a katar or something like that. I know that there's a different word for it, and it is not sword, because it's more of a thrusting weapon than a slashing weapon. But I could believe that the way that Sangheili arms are, because you know they got the two thumbs. They got the one thumb.
HVT in range, Chief. This one's a particularly murderous grunt. High Sumpter Bricklard. He's one of the UNSC's most wanted. Don't underestimate him, Chief.
Oops. Get my buttons. Yeah, so they got the one thumb where human thumbs are. Hang on, that's kind of loud. Where's my mouse? Maybe I will just keep it low. They got the one thumb where human thumbs are, but then they got the other thumb on the opposite side. So I could believe.
Elimination confirmed. Not out of the woods yet. Finish off the squad.
Ah. Don't tell me the sword is worthless, because they'll just obliterate you before you can get close enough to use it. I could believe that the way their hands are biomechanically, that their arms are also... Well, I guess you don't need the rest of the arm, just the hand. That the way they work is it actually would make sense to hold a sword like this, to design their swords to be kind of like a... What was shooting me? I was behind stuff. Trying to finish my sentence. Oh, that's a dead body. Okay, I'll deal with the brute later. Do this brute first. You stop. I could believe that the way they grip the sword, like having it like this, still makes sense for the way their hands are, because the way human hands are, if you grip a sword underhanded, it just doesn't work. It doesn't have the same flexibility to it that you have with a sword held normally. But Sangheili hands are kind of like mirrored. They kind of are like, you take the same hand and then you mirror it upside down. Yeah, whatever that guy is, I don't like him. Grappling hook. Forget I have that. So I could believe that their hands allow them to hold a sword underhanded effectively, because they wouldn't have the same problems human hands would have doing that. And then the energy sword design is effective because it's basically just two swords just at once. Well, I don't know that that's necessarily true, but they don't have a biological disadvantage, biomechanical disadvantage. Does that explode? Too late. That they don't have that biomechanical disadvantage from holding anything any particular way, so that they still have the same strength in resisting like someone pushing or pulling on their blade, regardless of which way they hold it. So they can hold it like this and have it, you know, in a grip that works really well for thrusting power, but then if you start pushing or pulling on it, like, it's gonna be fine. You're not gonna lose that challenge. Okay.
Target and crew eliminated.
Did they seriously just get that guy in the head?
Safer for the UNSC.
No, just...
Hey,
How'd
did
I
you get a
target?
look at that modified weapon the target was carrying? Pretty inventive, even for the banished. So I copied it. I've sent updated schematics back to our forward operating bases. Should give us an edge. I'd suggest sending a thank you card for the upgrade, but you killed the intended recipient, so we can skip that part.
Unlocked a new weapon variant. Travel to any and control the 4B to access. Didn't get to read all that, thanks. So I just unlocked a new gun to summon. Hey man, it's just like Echoes of Wisdom. Wow, I just got an echo. Yep, it's totally not smooth transition, but yeah, I do want to talk about Echoes of Wisdom more, because I beat it. And yeah, I think I feel better about the game now. You know, now that I've seen like most of what it has to offer. And I think my big problem was I hadn't unlocked the clockwork stuff, the enemies that you wind with the gear. I think they're officially called automatons, but I keep calling them the clockworks. They make me think of like the clockwork eggs from Banjo-Tooie. How do I get over there? Oh, maybe the bridge? The bridge, probably. It probably be the bridge. Would probably be it. The bridge. But yeah, with the automatons was that the way they give them to you, it's like, oh, you got to find me an echo of this thing, and then an echo of that thing, or at least that's like the first one. They want you to give them 2 specific echoes. And I had the first one. It's like, oh yeah, that's easy. I've had that guy for a long time. And then the second one was like, oh, you need someone who like travels with a burst of hot air or something like that. They phrased it like that. And I didn't think I had encountered any enemy that moved around with a burst of hot air. And it turns out, yes, I did. And it just wasn't cleared. I'm willing to call this a fault of my own, because I'm pretty sure I just never saw the enemy fly the way that it's described. So to me, there just was no connection between that description and that enemy. But actually seeing, like, once I looked it up, I was like, okay, well, what does he mean? Because I had already went to places I thought, like, oh, that sounds like this enemy might be here. And then eventually I did those places and I didn't find anything. It's like, oh, well, what do I need? I go to look it up. It turns out I had it. I have had it for, well, basically since the option opened up to me. And I just didn't realize. Because that enemy type just to me does not stick out in my mind as, oh yeah, that enemy definitely moves around with a rocket. But then after looking it up and then using that enemy in battle, using that echo in battle, it's like, oh yeah, that enemy basically is a rocket, and I just never noticed.
Heads up, Chief. Another fob platform. Let's make it ours.
Okay. How about I not go like right there, but maybe a little more strategic. You would think with an open world game like this, they would give you a lot more mobility options than just the grappling hook. Like maybe a double jump or something. Maybe a dash move that I could get in Halo 5. Hello? Where is everybody? There we go. That's the button. Keep forgetting. Now, does this run off of, like, regular plasma pistol ammo? Come on, Doms. Oh, I still have my sword. And now it's almost dead. Hey, you, stop. And I will use the last of my energy sword on you. Okay, let me take a moment to breathe. Well, don't just announce you're flanking. It sure does not feel like an unbound plasma pistol. It just feels like a normal plasma pistol.
No more hostiles. Fob echoes ready to be brought back into the fold.
Okay, where are you at? Oh, wait there. Forgot what the button looks like. It's been an entire weekend.
That'll do it. Fob captured. Looks like we're right on the edge of the island. A chunk of what used to be a single contiguous structure. Can you imagine the force it would take to blow this ring apart? Must have been quite a show.
Yeah, you should have seen it in Halo 1.
You guys need anything? Keep me posted.
Do I want to hang on to this thing? I guess I might as well. I have at least 2 full clips. Seems reasonable enough to me. What? This thing has alternate firing modes? Okay. Now I'm gonna keep an eye out for other guns with alternate firing modes. What are you? Yeah, I think once I had gotten all of the automatons, that I started to have more fun with the game, because... Well, also it just happened that, you know, I was later in the game and I had stronger echoes, so they were just better. And I was able to figure out, like, which ones are good at what things. So, you know, whenever... Like one of my problems was trying to hit a flying enemy, because, like, keys are worthless. Like, the bats you get really early on. If you don't know what a keys is, it's a bat. You get them really early on, and it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just use these to attack flying enemies, but they're dumb. They're so slow and inaccurate, and it's like, well, just freaking hit them already. Yeah, no, apparently the enemy that they described as moving with a burst of hot air, yeah, those guys are really good at hitting things. So now I know that, you know, some wisdom for the next playthrough. It's like, oh yeah, don't bother trying to hit enemies with a keys. You know, use the rocket guys instead. They're basically missiles. They basically shine spark. Oh, supply drop. MREs. Were you not hungry, Chief? Can I not eat? Do I have to listen to this guy, or is he just saying the same things the last propaganda spot was spouting?
Banished outpost up ahead, Chief, and there's a lot of banished inside. Whatever's going on in there, it's high priority.
Is this a vehicle? Chopper! They brought the choppers back. I think they looked cooler in 3, but yeah, whatever. They still look cool. See, I think needless to say, some of my problems with Echoes of Wisdom were solved by just figuring out which things are good at using them. And now I know for another playthrough, like, oh yeah, don't bother trying to use anything else. And I'm not gonna be not trying to say like, oh, all the echoes are worthless except for the leveled up ones. I'm trying to get out, but it's not letting me. All right, got the button. I'll just saying it, I guess. Blow up that ghost.
It's a maintenance depot. I'm picking up a number of repair bays and fuel silos. Take them out, and we'll bring this outpost to its knees.
I get to blow up the energy, blow up the tanks, blow up their gas tanks. But yeah, I think part of learning the game is learning which echoes you feel are most effective at doing things. Because there was an echo I forgot I even had. That's like, oh yeah, anytime I gotta cross a gap, I should just whip this out. So, you know, next time I play, it's like, oh, don't forget that guy. Okay, what sense does this make? There's an ammo refiller that has the... You know, its ammo type is plasma. I can go to that station and refill this thing's ammo with a generic plasma ammo refiller. But I cannot refill its ammo by picking up plasma pistol ammo. Even though it is a plasma pistol, it's just a stronger variant of one. What sense does that make? Yeah, even now thinking like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's partly me learning the game, partly the automatons. I still definitely like the automatons. I find it fun trying to balance, like, you know, normal echoes with the automatons and just try to get out as much offense as I can. But then it's also fun. Like, I realized, like, oh, wait. This is like a thing they did. What? This was a thing they did in one of the trailers. It was like they summoned... I want to say a bed, but I don't... Like, I'm not remembering a bed. Like, I'm remembering a bed on its side, which you don't get, and you can't rotate things. So I don't know what I'm thinking of. Maybe it was 2 beds. But yeah, they summoned something to use as cover. And then, like, you know, you do that, and then you summon, or you pull out a clockwork and you start winding the key to turn them on. And then you could pick them up and then run out from behind cover, and then you start blasting. It's like, that's fun. Honestly, I think part of the fun of the clockworks, or the automatons, you know what, I might as well, is that they are overpowered when they get going. So it's fun to, like, do something to give you that time to get them where they need to be, and then watch them tear everything apart when they get going. Like, there's one I like where it's got a really powerful melee attack, but it takes time to... What are you doing in there? Were you repairing? Is it a scorpion? No. It takes time to pull out its weapon. Or not pull out its weapon, but it takes time to swing it. But when it does swing it, it is really strong and is basically a screen clear. It's like, that is so worth it. Both in terms of going through the effort to get it, but then also going through the effort to unleash it in battle. Oh wait, I was already up on this roof. Can I jump down in? Do I even need to be in there? Which was my problem with other echoes, was just like, it felt like they also were slow, but not even a fraction of how powerful that automaton is. So like the automatons definitely are fun and are worth it, and I really like them. And they also help me realize some of the value. Well, maybe they didn't help me realize the value of the other echoes, but like, yeah, I as obvious as it may seem, like, yeah, you know, leveling up your echoes, you know, getting the leveled up variants of them means they do better. I don't know that they hit harder, but they do better. So they're also worth using instead of their non-leveled up counterparts. Like, if you found an enemy and it's like, oh, well, this guy kind of sucks. If you find a leveled up variant, they're definitely better. You know, definitely try them and see if they suck less, because they probably will. Not even sure what weapon I want to use here. Dang it. Are you the same guy that killed me last time? You're saying the same thing. See, look, there's an ammo refiller here. If this were plasma, I could refill... Is this really kinetic? I could have refilled that plasma, the unleashed plasma pistol. But I couldn't just pick up regular plasma pistol ammo, even though that station would also fill up a plasma pistol, because they're both plasma ammo type. They're just not the same cell, I guess. They're not the same... Okay, that time I knew I was about to die. I guess they're not the same cartridge size or something, but they can still be recharged there or something. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. And it's not my job to make it make sense. It's my job to talk. maybe I will talk more about Echoes of Wisdom, but I don't know. I think I've kind of said everything I wanted to say. Well, not quite. The later game bosses, I think, the first time I did them, I didn't have as much fun with them. But I don't know if it's really spoilers to say. I mean, it's been a week. I feel like people have had enough time to find the thing I'm gonna mention. Did I really not get the? Is this autosave really? It's before I picked up the ammo. But okay, so it's a mute. If you don't want to know what I'm about to say, if you're still playing through the game and you don't want stuff, like, it's not a story spoiler. It's a mini game. But if you don't want to know, like, what things are there, mute until I switch to the Needler. Is that there is a kind of an enemy gauntlet thing. It's not like the Cave of Ordeals or anything like that. It's like a, what would it be described as? It's like you pick from a menu, and it's like, okay, well, you gotta defeat all these enemies in this room for this, like, it's like a challenge mode, I guess. And there was one where you get to fight the bosses again, and I fought the late game bosses again, and I discovered some weak points that I didn't notice the first time. It's like Goma, surprise, surprise, you can hit in the eye. But, you know, I only knew that as like, oh, well, once you do the part where you shock the crystals on its legs, then you can, you know, attack it in the eye with your sword or an echo or whatever. But I didn't realize that when it's in the phase where it's up on the wall, it will open its eye, and at that point you can hit it in the eye with a projectile or an echo or whatever, and it'll fall off the wall. And that made the fight so much more enjoyable, because now there's this newer, easier way to get it off the wall, instead of having to shock its leg crystals. Is there anyone in there? Up on the hill, what are you doing up there? Thanks for getting closer, you dingus. Trying to make sure I've said everything before I switch back to the Needler. Wait, what did you say? Sound like you said the F word at me. Enemies can't say that in this game, I don't think. It's T-rated, isn't it? No. First of all, I don't have the box. I don't know what I was looking for. Secondly, I looked over at the Master Chief Collection, and that's rated M, so this is probably not. It's probably also rated M. So technically, they could swear if they want to. But I didn't think aliens knew those words. But yeah, so go figure that the key to enjoying Echoes of Wisdom is having wisdom. Do I have you? I think I have you. Excuse me. Guess I gotta go this way. And I will admit, I've already started a second playthrough because I want to put my knowledge of the game into action and see if the game really is more fun if you just are smarter about it. Oh, you're the charger guys. You're the charger chucks. Should have been the legs to slow them down. Any more of you down there? Oh, am I in the thing now? I think I'm in the thing now. Yeah, I'm not picking up the sword again. It's a cool, iconic weapon that I don't think is very good in this game. I think there are just too many enemies to really survive trying to melee someone. The level design is too open. Like, you just get flanked and shot to death before you can get in range. You know, even you get shot to death even by someone you are not targeting, because the guy behind him, well, not even the guy behind him, the guy 18 feet to the east is also shooting at you because he's flanking your cover. Because that's just how these areas are designed. They're that open. Joke's on these guys. They're vulnerable to my favorite weapon because they're such big targets. And it's such a rapid-fire weapon. Oh, well, not if they keep hitting me while my shield is trying to recharge. Okay, now the joke is on me again. Because they weren't carrying a weapon because they were trying to punch me. So now I don't have something to switch to when I run out of ammo. It sounds like something's ticking. Thanks for the needler. Too bad they didn't bring back the needle rifle. That was a good gun. Why did they not? Why did they leave that behind? You know what? I didn't want them all in. Or the bulldog. Yeah, no thanks. No, back out here. Where am I supposed to go? No. I guess not inside. I was thinking like, oh, maybe if I get on top of that building, I could jump across, and then I remembered grappling hook. And it's wild how the spot I decided to jump up from just so happened to have a brute there. Oops, I still have my flashlight on. Yep, we're still on a halo. Just had to check. Would hardly call this an ambush. I just kind of walked up to you. It's like if I jumped out of a bush or from behind a wall or a tree or something, that's an ambush. But this is just you not paying attention. So I could have sworn the marker was pointing to that place back there, but now it's pointing over here. What you got? Stuff. Cool. Is it glaringly obvious when I take my hand off the controller?
Looks like a mining operation. That must be the dig site the Spartan was talking about.
I was taking a drink of water. I'm having a bad throat day today, apparently. Probably just means I didn't drink enough water earlier.
What are the Banished doing here?
They are doing exactly what they've been doing since they got here. Scavenging. Tearing everything apart to fuel this war.
How could they? They're ruining this place.
Oh, you hear me?
And for what?
To win.
That already happened.
Whee! Anyone on the turret? Anyone down here? Hello? Is this the place it just was? It's really quiet here. It's almost like I killed everyone already. Hello? Pizza delivery for icy wiener. Ah, crud. I mean, I'm here. Investigate and disrupt. Okay. That's all I can do. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be worried about this game not being fun, because, like, it's still Halo.
Quiet, isn't it? There.
Yeah,
That
I was
tunnel.
just thinking
The
that.
Banished must already be down below.
Because, like, really, you just take Halo and you make it open world, and it's really just Halo, but you can do extra stuff. I don't know that there's really a way that can go wrong.
Forerunner alloy is almost indestructible. What do you think they... Chief!
Like, they didn't mess with the core
I guess we need to deal
gameplay
with that mining laser.
in a bad way. So I guess it's really just a matter of keeping the gameplay compelling.
Looks like
Keeping the
laser's
main loop.
controlled up in the central structure.
Like something that feels like it's worth playing. Okay, apparently elites are the only enemy agile enough to hijack you. That's good to know.
I guess we need to deal with that mining laser.
You think? I think we also need to deal with all these guys who just dropped it. Yeah,
Looks
yeah.
like the laser's controlled up in the central structure.
Chief, this cannot just lead up. It was a trap.
Ow,
I
ow,
knew it was a
ow.
trap.
Ow! I can't
What do I do?
move.
Hold position. I've got this.
Okay, you can have it. And I need cover. Oh, I thought it just died. Sure, by the time I find a nice corner to hide in, then my shield comes back and I no longer need it. You got depth perception problems or something? Punch him way too early. What do you mean he stopped shooting? Do you mean him or me? You trying to say your friend is dead? Or are you trying to say that I stopped shooting and then I must be dead? Because you just didn't realize I was standing right in front of you. Apparently the grunts are checking hiding spaces. Oops, I guess I accidentally made victory. What? You didn't win? Prematurely celebrating. Ow. Oh, hey, look, a ghost. Make the best ghost hunter YouTuber. Be my exact reaction to every video. Okay, can I... Oh, whatever, I guess I gotta shut down the laser. It's like, oh, could I go in now? No, because the problem still has not been dealt with. There's a dot in there, I guess. Or in here, behind this wall. Whoop. Nailed it. Sure would like some more ammo for this. No? Okay. Guess I got more needles. Dang it. Funny how they still let me cool it down even though it's out of ammo. Let me go back and get... Eh. No, let me get the spiker. Or the... skewer. Skewer? I hardly know. Shouldn't make that joke more than once. But, oh, right, its clip size is 1. And if I think using the needler on grunts is wasting ammo, makes you wonder how I feel about using the skewer on a grunt. Apparently, I feel just fine about it.
Looks like the laser controls are by that window.
Hang on, let me pick up something that is capable of holding more than 3 ammo. It's weird to find a sentinel beam and no sentinels around.
Just give me a sec. Something's wrong. I can't shut it down.
Then we destroy it.
Way ahead of you. There are 2 power regulators down there. All we need to do is manually expose each regulator's cooling pylon to trigger a cascade effect. And by we, I mean you. And by trigger, I mean shoot or blow up. You get the idea.
Okay, banished audio. Oh, another skewer. I found more ammo. You know what? Sure. That's the one I dropped.
take him out.
The inside? Wait. Is that? Okay, that is not the weapon to use. It's also not working. It's a good time to find a ghost. It's also something I would say a lot if I were a ghost hunter YouTuber. And I don't say that to make fun of ghost hunter YouTubers. Just a general joke of just ghost hunting. Just like, yeah, you know, that's something I could also say if I were ghost hunting. You know, I was thinking during that part where Cortana was talking, so I was watching her facial animations, and it got me to thinking, like, you know, I was thinking about like, when animators have to sync mouth movements to dialogue, and don't get mad at the mention of AI, but I think a cool use for AI would be a program that you could use to, they may already have this, a program that you could use to, like, kind of automatically lip sync. Because I imagine that for the animations, they just have, like, a set of, like, keyframes that they can keep calling back to whenever they need the mouth to move certain ways for certain, like, you know, for certain, like, vowels and consonants and stuff. So, like, for the letter B, there's probably, like, a set, a keyframe or set of animations that they have for the way your mouth moves when you say the letter B. So it'd be cool to have an AI program, because it doesn't even have to be AI, it would just be a program that can recognize the voiceover and listen to it and recognize the sounds being made and go, oh, you know, they're saying a B sound right now, you know, a B, and then it could automatically animate the way the mouth would move while saying those sounds. And then, of course, you know, don't let the AI do it all by itself, but as a tool to make artists' lives easier, make their jobs less tedious, and go faster, it would be cool to have that an animator could plug the audio into the animation and have it automatically do the lip sync for them. And then any kind of error that may occur, because AI is not, you know, it may have intelligence in its name, but it's not that smart, there would still be mistakes. So, you know, you could get a human who knows what they're doing to correct the mistakes when they occur. And obviously also animate the rest of the scene, so it's not just an entirely AI-made, you know, cutscene, because that's stupid. You know, just thinking of it as a tool to make an animator's job easier. So, you know, because I imagine that's one of the most tedious things you can do as an animator, is lip sync. Which is probably a big reason why when you have games that have voiceover and they get, you know, dubbed in different languages, that the lip sync is typically bad, because it's typically not lip synced for the language you're viewing in. At least if you're not viewing in its native language. You know, you're watching Xenoblade 2 cutscenes, the lip sync is bad, but only if you're watching in English, because it's lip synced to Japanese. But, you know, if you had a program you could use to lip sync, not fully automatically, but at least, you know, much more quickly, that it could set you up with most of what you need and then you just iron it out, you probably would have more games getting their lip syncing corrected whenever they are dubbed in a different language. That would be really cool. Because, you know, I don't know about anyone else, but I think it's pretty awkward not having the lip sync correct. I don't think it's definitely not a sign of a bad game. It's just like, oh, hey, the lip sync was way off. Isn't that funny? It's like the kind of stuff people make fun of kung fu movies doing. Come on. Chief, what are you doing? You're dead. Stop freaking out. Stop being weird. But, you know, speaking of, like, dubbed movies, at least in terms of movies, like, obviously you can't just have a movie entirely reshot for another language version. So obviously, in that case, it's totally fine to not have the lip sync, because you know what you get. You know that's a real person saying real words that are just not words that you understand. But with an animation, it's like, okay, come on, you could totally just redo the animation, because some guy probably has that saved on his thumb drive somewhere. It's not like you gotta get all the actors together again or something. Nope, I don't want it. I was trying to cool my rifle. Where's the one I dropped? Because I don't think this is the one I dropped. Never mind, I'm dying. But my only pet peeve with watching redubbed animation, or redubbed movies, is, you know, I gotta be able to understand it. I want it to be in English. Because I don't like reading subtitles. So I prefer to be dubbed over subbed. I am one of those people. You know, honestly, I don't get why there are people who act like subtitles is the superior way to watch something. Like, I guess I get the idea of, like, oh, well, you know, you want to enjoy the original performance, even if you can't understand it. You can still hear the emotion in the voice. Which is fine. But if you don't like reading subtitles, which I would imagine is a good deal of people, it is absolutely not the superior way to watch. I think most people would rather be able to understand it than listen to the original performance given. You know, no disrespect to anyone who's ever had their work dubbed over by someone else. This is kind of like the same argument, like, against regional differences and, like, censorship, that kind of stuff. It's like, I get why people get mad when things get changed, but also, like, it doesn't matter that much. I don't think it matters as much as people think it matters. It's like, oh, they took the cigarette out of the crow's hand and Mother won. Oh no, it's the end of the world. The crow isn't smoking now. It's the meaning behind the enemy is completely lost. Except it isn't, because it's not like it's called Smoking Crow or something. Then it has all kinds of fire-based attacks. It's just a crow. It pecks at your eyes and it steals your cookie. That's it. But anyway, back to the subject of, like, redubs and stuff. I completely forgot what I'm looking for here, because I was too busy not dying to all the jackals. Said I really like Jackie Chan's movies, but it's kind of annoying that I can't seem to always find, like, English versions of them, like English dubs. Because I don't want to have to read subtitles the entire time. You know, I like being able to multitask, and you know, I have ADHD. I'm pretty sure. I don't fully remember, but I'm pretty sure I was diagnosed with that when I was younger. You know, my attention span is tricky, so it helps me pay attention to the movie a little better if I can do something else while I watch, and if I can't do that if I have to pay attention to subtitles. As ironic as it might sound, it helps me focus more to divide my focus. Where's the... Right, it's like... Is it inside or is it just behind the wall? So it does make it a little more difficult for me to watch if I have to, excuse me, focus on subtitles the whole time. Didn't I run past this? I completely ran past this, didn't I?
That should do it.
One down, one to go.
What do you mean one down? I blew up 2 of those. It's a funny voice to hear that in. Usually you get it. Sorry, I'd take a drink of water. Because usually you get like some kind of sterile AI voice saying stuff like that. Failure detected in the whatever coolers. Not this grungy brute voice. Failure detected in the cooling system. Gotta take a drink of water again, doing that brute voice hurt. Wasn't even a good brute voice and it still hurt. Kill a grunt that's been thrown by a brute? Who threw a grunt? Who do these guys think they are? Moblins from Breath of the Wild? Throw in the Vocablins, which is never not funny. The guy with the rockets. You got rockets. Oh, wait. Oop. I like how he kind of was just staring at me. I don't know what was up with his AI. He was just staring. And then I got him. See, at least this guy is like repositioning himself. You could believe he's like... He's not firing because he's still not... He doesn't have a bead on me yet. No. Just need my shield back, that's all. Now I'm hurt. Apparently he's got a... He pulled a muscle in his arm. He's got to stretch it out before he dies. Oh, come on. Aw. He blew up the stuff, didn't he? That's why it did more than half my shield, which is what the first rocket did. So if it did more than that for no reason, that's going to be stupid. I forgot these have an additional zoom. Come on. There. Oops. Spent more ammo than last time. It's whatever. I hate when I, die and then I end up doing worse on ammo the time I succeed. Oops. Grenade button. Let's see. Ah, letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go. Well, I don't think yeah, the turret's fine. But the operator died. That's enough. I just have to make sure no one else jumps in. Like that guy over there. It's the skewer on a grunt again. I thought he was a brute, and then right before firing, I was like, wait, that's a grunt. Nope. No. Oh, it sounded like I picked up more ammo. Maybe. Oh, wait. Did I pick up another grenade? Is that what that sound was? Anyway, objective over there. So that's where I should be too. Come on, that totally looked like it hit the ground. Oh, I gotta... Okay, that's why they said one down, one to go. It's because I had to turn this to open the stuff for the thing. And then shoot them, and then that's one regulator. Go away! No, that's definitely not more long range. Like, I need another sniper rifle is what I need. Also need these grunts to stop trying to kamikaze me. Well, too bad you're a grunt and you can't possibly win. You don't have it in you. Is this a shotgun? I think this might be a shotgun. If not this, then the bulldog. Possibly. Nope, not that. Battle rifle. Another sentinel beam. Or skewer. I think we're good for now. You know, the grappling hook was one of the things that made me want to try this game. It's not that exciting. I really need range upgrades, I think. You can't explode me through the thing. You want tango? Oh wait, is this fully automatic and I was just peppering the trigger on my own? I think it is fully automatic. It is. Jeez. Alright, I think there was a sniper up here. Dude. Get up there. There, okay. Take this for now. Maybe the sniper rifle was more this way? Because I definitely killed an ammo grunt and he dropped a sniper rifle. I know that happened. I just don't remember where. And I would like to find it. You know, actually, you know what? It might have already despawned. Oh, no, there it is. Not a lot of shots. It's fine. I'll make do. Hope my shots are actually landing. Wasted all the sniper ammo on the stupid pylons. Wasn't I already over here? I thought I already blew this one up.
And that's two.
Now let's head back up and deal with the laser.
Too late. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting access.
Spartan's not so tough, I think. Break open easy. Soft inside.
Chief?
I see him.
Really, weapon? You're really gonna tell me? Like, hey, Chief, there's a brute about to slam his hammer down on you. Oh wow, this gun really does not like your shields. And this gun is out of ammo. Oops. Ah, I'm stuck in the door. No,
It is there.
I died with my head in the ceiling. 360 no scope. You miss. No scope. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and also 100% of the shots you attempt while trying to 360 no scope. That's just facts. You know what? Give me this. Ow. How did he miss? Oh, great. That's a good idea. Thank you. I was just wondering if we were going to see this.
Didn't think we were gonna make it back there. Let's deal with the laser.
You've done your part, now for mine. Watch this.
Is there a problem?
Of course not. Let's see what's down there.
That laser was modified very recently to cut into the ring.
Modified? By who?
Definitely not by Bassus back there. The formula is very sophisticated. Whoever made the change, they didn't just modify the Forerunner architecture, they improved it. Oh, and there are a lot of Banished in the conservatory. They've been down there for days. We are walking into another trap.
And you left that till last?
Are you scared?
No. You?
course not. I've got you to keep me alive. Oh, and 63 millimeters of titanium alloy wrapped around our neural interface. I'll be fine.
Good to know.
What are these? They kind of look like gravity hammer clubs. Or I guess just gravity club. Okay, I was just waiting for the dialogue to end because I gotta go on break. So, I'll be right back. I don't know if I pointed this out before, but I like how it says active skulls. Like, it's cool that despite trying to put this game into an open world format, whatever skulls do, they're still there. If you like skulls. Though, I guess, you know, not knowing what the mechanic even does. Oh, okay, apparently there was a loading screen there. Cool. You know, not knowing what the skulls mechanic does, I could not say if, you know, if you like skulls, it's still here because, you know, it could be a different thing.
To the conservatory.
It could work differently in a way that people don't like.
What the banished are looking for down
I would
here.
not know.
Let's go find out.
Another Spartan. Get me close.
You look like one of my friends from 5.
Drop wall module, deployable cover, resilient but temporary.
And by one of my friends, I mean one of Master Chief's squad people.
Scan complete. This is Spartan Vidrana Makovich. Armor's been offline for 13 days. Cause of death is
What?
an enhanced energy blade, same as Spartan Stone. There's a pattern emerging. Chief, who's doing this?
We're going to find out.
Drop wall. Equipment switcher. I hope that's not the same person from 5. Sorry, what were you saying? I wonder what upgrades the thing is. Increases cooldown. Increase wall strength. Strength more and size. Shock damage to any projectile fired through the drop wall. Well, apparently you can fire through it. I don't think they said that. Yep. Button. I'm trying to decide if I find it annoying when games do that, where you can stack menus on top of each other like that, instead of just pressing one menu button, pulling you out of the other menu as if you had closed it. Because sometimes it is kind of handy where you pull up your map, and then it's like, oh, actually, I wanted the other menu, and then you press that button and it switches over to it. But I definitely don't need them stacking like that. Because it doesn't do the opposite. Oh, you're alive. Alright, let's see what the bulldog is. Excuse me. Get more ammo. 1 ammo. Ah, great. They're not close enough together anymore. Yeah, well. Only the grunt survived. Who cares? Like, I can just... That's how little I'm threatened by grunts. Now, when there's an elite there, I should take them more seriously. Take the elite seriously. But as soon as he's dead, I can spare the ammo, elbow the grunt. You want to get shot? Yeah, do you? You'll just drop dead. You're a grunt. Pretty sure that was a grunt who said that. Grunts sure do like to talk big. Probably for comedic effect. Still alive. So I haven't used this yet. I need a worthy opponent. Oh, apparently pressing Y cancels your grapple. That's good to know. Oh, man, they nerfed the hammer. It does not feel good to use, because it is slow and it doesn't kill. You can't be slow and weak. That's just lame. Seed and delivered to nearby crucible. Well, which is it? Am I planting a seed or am I melting metal?
Looks like the Banished are trying to stop us moving forward.
Can you open it?
Of course. If you can magic up a terminal of some kind. Or find an alternative power source to get this door open.
I gotta say this. Scott, yes, thank you, weapon. It's gotta be my biggest pet peeve when playing through all these games is when they just nerf a weapon and it's no longer fun to use. Like, I get rebalancing it, but rebalancing it to the point where it's no longer fun or satisfying to use is just... It's just sad.
We need to find a power source to get that door open.
Yes, I know. Here it is. I knew it had to be up on this platform.
There we go. Simple.
You see how long that took to swing? You remember when they first introduced this thing and it would swing the moment you press the button? Now there's all that wind up. It's disgusting. Just like this guy. They brought this guy back as well. It's disgusting. I don't actually care. What is this? That's how I should be using the sword. Or really either melee weapon, I guess. Just close the distance with the grappling hook. That's probably what they want you to do. Like that. At least it can one-shot grunts, so I can give it that. Ah, they got a sniper. I'm stuck on stuff. Can't get cover. Dang it. Catch! You didn't catch. Oh, I guess I'm on to talk. It's a nice little hiding spot. Yeah, I don't know why those guys got the small arm shields when that big shield seems to be more effective. I guess they're supposed to be faster. And I can, you know, from a real life physics perspective, I can see the energy shield actually causing drag, slowing them down. No, not this. Dang it, I died because I picked up the wrong thing. I don't know why that guy was upset about me delaying his death.
I will kill you myself. Rush him.
Alright, that's the one that's out of ammo. There, okay. Get the correct gun. I see you. Thanks for lining right back up with my sights. Did I just happen to find the shotgun again? It's kind of funny. I kind of just picked it up because it was there and I needed it. And then there's another one.
Somebody else take this gun.
Okay, now where do I plug it in?
Another
Follow the
disabled
power
door.
cable.
I'll say one thing for the Banished. When they have an idea, they stick with it.
What do I need to? Is there a second one over
It needs
here?
more power. Find another one.
Where'd you come from? I'm trying to switch to brute grenades. Too late, I got you. I saw you try to dash. I already got you. Ah, man. Didn't think there was anyone over in that corner. Young, scrappy, and hungry. Marines have trouble handling enemies stronger than grunts.
It needs more
They
power.
sure
Find
do.
another one.
You know, if I were actually on this battlefield, I could for sure say I would not be able to handle a hunter. Probably not a brute either. But I don't know, an elite, like that's just like shooting another human. I think they could manage that much. Elites aren't that different. Like, biologically, sure, probably. But in terms of, like, where to shoot them, I don't see how that's really that much trouble. I mean, you know, brutes, I guess, are even more humanoid. they're at least like tough. I don't know. Are elites really that strong on their own? Like in terms of defenses, in terms of like taking them out, especially if you outnumber them. I wouldn't think so. Okay, that's where I grabbed the first one. I think that's the second one. There, grab the ammo from that. Okay. There we go. Now, where's the crucible? So I can burn this seed. Oh, wait. These are just the cables for the one. These are the cables for the second one.
And it's open. Come on.
Already
Stay
in,
before
weapon.
They get really creative. Wait. Do you hear that? It's coming from up ahead.
You mean this thing?
Open it.
Help me! This installation, the Harbinger, exile was absolute. How did she return? It's impossible. This cannot be. I need to go back. Find out what happened.
We should help her.
Maybe.
No, she's correct. I request your assistance.
Who are you? What's your name?
I am Despondent Pyre, monitor of this installation, and this is my conservatory. My conservatory. This is not right. Perhaps you would... Oh no!
Oh, now it's the flying monkeys.
Let's go.
Where?
Down there.
What were those flying things?
Monkeys.
No. Dangerous.
And Despondent Pyre?
No. Potentially dangerous.
See, you can be optimistic.
The way that guy ran up to me and stopped. It's like he wasn't sure what was going on. He just ran up and was like, hey, what's up? And then just immediately died. Oop. Don't hit the wall. Yes, you are. I don't know if the dialogue's like coming through clear enough that you can understand what I'm responding to when I respond to the grunts like that. I hope so I don't have to keep clarifying. Hello? Yeah, this architecture definitely feels reminiscent of Halo 1. That's pretty cool. Have we been on a Halo since Halo 1? I don't remember if they had one in Halo 2. And again, I gotta respect the amount of restraint it must take to not just be like, oh, the new Halo game. Oh, we found a new Halo. And then, oh no, look, it's the Flood. Gotta deal with the Flood. Like, it'd be so easy because that stuff is recognizable. But they don't. They don't just bring that stuff back willy-nilly. Not that there's anything wrong with bringing stuff back willy-nilly.
So he hides. There is little ears here.
You're the one who's hiding. You know, like, I've got no problem with them doing Mario stuff, like, willy-nilly. It's like, surprise, here's the Koopalings that you haven't seen since the SNES. And then, you know, not like seeing the Koopalings nowadays is all that special, but at the time, you know, there was a point where it was like, oh, wow, Koopalings. Man, I can't wait for the day when they bring back the Koopalings and do interesting stuff with them. Like giving them stuff that goes with their personalities instead of just making them glorified boom booms. It's like I think I like ensembles of characters more than I realize. Like I don't typically, you know, engage with stuff specifically because it advertises like a wild cast of characters or anything like that. But when there is something I like and it does have a colorful cast of characters in it, it is like the best thing. I certainly do like designing my own ensembles. Trying to come up with, like, different... My main thing is, like, doing, like, different RPG parties and trying to come up with, like, different takes on the classes. I don't know why I find that so fun. But, like, you know, doing something with the Koopalings would be really cool. Where, you know, it's not just like, oh, look, it's Larry. He's that guy, the blue guy. Like, doing something where they each stand out. Not just as like, oh, in this battle, you're fighting underwater. Like, having them actually have... Well, I guess not have personalities, because they do have personalities. They just don't tap into them. At least I think they have personalities. I think there is, or at least as was at one point, something that gave them probably the manual to Super Mario World. Was it Super Mario Bros. 2? No, it was Super Mario World. Something that gave them personalities. They just don't do anything with them. So I would definitely love to see something where, hey, no, stay visible. I don't have the buttons memorized enough to be able to whip out the tracker whenever I want. But I say I like ensembles more than I realize, because, like, I'm not as, like, hyper into character dynamics as other people seem to be. Where, like, I don't have particular pairings of characters where I'm like, ooh, I would love to see that. I want to see their personalities clash, or whatever. But, like, when there are good character dynamics, it is fun, obviously. You know, I think American Dad is a good cartoon because it is so character-driven. And because the humor comes from the characters. Oh, I guess the point of sticking that on a specific enemy is so you keep tracking them. You know, they can't move out of the range of it. So they're stuck being detected until it runs out. Like, I don't know if it's commonly debated which Seth MacFarlane cartoon is the best one, but in my opinion, it's American Dad because it's more character driven, whereas something like Family Guy is more gag driven. Like, they don't focus on the characters as people, they just want to make a joke happen. And they kind of pick whichever character would make the most sense for. But then at the same time, it's just like, we'll just have them spout a cutaway gag and do something with a celebrity, I don't know. And not that there's really anything inherently wrong with that. But you know, if I'm sure if you know the complaints people have against Family Guy, you understand. Like, I have heard arguments that Family Guy is, well, I was gonna say still good. I guess the statement would be more that it's gotten good again. Like, it definitely had its bad period, but it's gotten better. But I still say its problems are pretty pronounced, and American Dad is just better. Actually, I'm gonna put one of those down so I know who's around. Wow, I had a sliver of health, didn't I? I wonder if there's an energy... I might have already said this, but I wonder if there's an ammo type that the Jackal shields are weak to. I sure would like to find that. Dang it. Trying to find my... Trying to pull out my shield. You guys are blowing me up. Well, glad the shield wall is effective. I'm glad that deployed right away.
Wait, listen.
Please do not do this. It cannot happen. It is wrong.
Ah, dang it. I did it again. Throwing stuff at me. I'm the one supposed to be doing that. Have one of these. You like it? Okay, I was gonna say, are we good? No, we're not. There's one guy left. At the very least. Can I walk through that? I don't know why that grunt stance from so far away was just funny. But that grunt was funny. Seeing him make the wide, low stance from a distance. Alone. Just standing there. Are you shooting at specific panels? I don't like that. That gun is not the same ammo type, apparently. I guess it's one of these. Oh, that's a grappling hook. Ah, that's a grenade. Out of ammo again. Oh, I killed the guy in the turret? I didn't even realize. Oh, that's the tracker. And that's the exploding thingy. But not a grenade. That is that is an explodey thingy I do know the word for. How about you take one? Since you like grenades so much. Okay, I was just thinking about if I should... Where is it? Where'd it go? I should switch guns. Are you all that's left? No, there's two of them. Two of you. I was expecting one. I was expecting one grunt. Not two jackals. I was gonna say banshee. And a rocket launcher. SPNKR. What do you think that stands for? Can't be Spiker. That's probably a different gun. Pretty sure there's a gun called a Spiker that is not this.
You do not understand what you're hiding, what you are, what compromise means.
I will not relinquish to you the location. The Endless can never return.
We are blameless. The Forerunners set this in motion. I am ending it.
Where is everybody? Better not be getting ice cream without me. Tired of holding this thing. Is there even going to be anyone to throw it at? Or are we about to get to a cutscene? I'm going to lose it.
Something awful happened here. Plug me in. We'll figure this out.
I can't even run while holding this. Alright, I guess I'm not able to... Oh, wait. What? Wrong side. Wrong side.
You know what I want.
Alas, I do, Cortana, and my mind has not been changed. This installation's weapons may be yours, but its secrets are not. It's protected. The containment facility in particular.
Containment? The Flood? Why would I... You and I both know that there are worse things than the Flood within this ring.
No. There's no way you could know.
So you've come for me at last. Why are you doing this, John? Why don't you understand?
The seal must not be broken. The punished cannot be freed. This can never be negotiated. There is no other choice.
Reconsider.
The consequences of your request.
Back to your conservatory, Monitor. What does that mean? What could be worse than the Flood?
Nothing good.
I have a hard time believing there's anything in the universe that could be worse than the Flood. Ah, man. I had a bead on him, and then my thumb twitched. Completely wasted one rocket. Alright, now where's the third guy? Gonna blow him up, too. It was me! I was the third guy the whole time! So I think there was more than 3. Hey, look at... Auto-saved with this in my hand. And then I drop it doing this. Looks like I could throw this at something this time. Our miss! And blow myself up again. Just keep sliding, Chief. Much better. Oh, I think I blew a hole in it and then just rocketed off. That's funny. I like that they can do that. Be cool if I could learn to do it on purpose.
Remember when you said new and dangerous? Chief, enemy reinforcements.
You mean
This
just
is
more
taking
flying
longer than I
monkeys?
thought.
Not
Something
scared.
is taking control of local systems.
Oh, brutes? Oh, okay, that's a little more problematic. Oh. My leg is stuck in the wall. At least it saved when the reinforcements were coming in.
Remember when you said new and dangerous? You were right.
Doesn't seem that dangerous. Just have shock rifles. You can fly. It's not like I haven't dealt with flying enemies before. Proud gurgling crooks. Apparently they're skimmers. I think I'm probably just going to keep calling them the flying monkeys. Because who doesn't love a good topical...
Remember when you said new and dangerous?
It's totally not
You
outdated
were
pop
right.
culture reference.
More of them, Chief. This is taking longer than I thought. Something is taking control of local systems.
Okay, apparently shock is a good
Where are all
weapon
these skimmers coming
weapon type
from?
to deal with those guys with because it can stop them in their tracks.
Well, I was also considering flying octopus monkeys.
Skimmers it is then.
We good? Nope, I see more dots. As soon as I say. It's okay, just keep flying close to each other so I can get you all in one
Chief, enemy
explosion.
Reinforcements.
The door.
I know. The code is being rewritten, altered using a forerunner routine.
I will say about this game's story, I like that they've used the concept from 5 of Cortana having the, you know, she's multiplying, whatever terminology it was they used, exponentially multiplying, something like that. That they used one of those personalities as someone that keeps you company while you fight antagonist Cortana.
Eyes up, Chief. More of them.
I think it's a good use of the story they've been establishing. And it's also just good to see that it actually is following up on antagonist Cortana from 5 and not just pretending like it didn't happen and just doing an entirely new thing. Like, you know, like it kind of implies when you go from 5 to no longer numbered. But maybe the idea behind the name Infinite was they
Come get me.
wanted to imply that it's an infinitely replayable game because the online is free, so that means it'll be active. Or something like that is probably what they were thinking. You know, I'm not gonna bash the name.
When I interfaced with the cradle, it unlocked something. Something important. Cortana was here 6 months ago. I could feel what she felt when you arrived. It was joy, fear, and pain.
Like, I'm not gonna bash the name, but also, if that is the case, that they expected it to be infinitely replayable, I don't think people should name things based on their expectations.
Chief, is that another... Something big went down in here.
Because, you know, obviously, if it doesn't perform to your expectations, then it just makes the name,
Evasive maneuvers on demand.
you know, simultaneously egg on your face and also kind of sad.
Scan complete. Spartan Theodore Sorrell, special weapons expert. Died 13 days ago, like Makovich.
The assassin.
Brutes. More than one. Whoever they are, they're proficient, well-trained.
We've got a score to settle.
Thruster? Evasive maneuvers, just like 5. In any lateral direction. In order to dodge attacks or to move to cover. Ah, the recharge on that is not as fast as I would like it to be. Ah, dumb, why you twitch? I swear I had that guy in my sights and then my thumb was like, huh? I swear I've already entered a room shaped just like this, shooting at a brute standing exactly where that guy was.
Chief, that platform! We're too late!
Not yet.
I didn't notice it has a bayonet on it. Woohoo! Don't know how it did that. Probably just jumping right before death. Yeah, I did not play that smart.
Chief, that platform! We're too late!
Not yet.
How about some shocks? Want some sandy shocks? One of them. What were they called again? Paradox Pokemon? No. You don't like Paradox Pokemon? You don't like sandy shocks? I like sandy shocks. I think it's a cool idea.
Chief, that platform! We're too late!
Not yet.
No. You. I've already died like 20 times today. It's your turn. 21. You gotta love how he's got the dialogue acknowledging that I'm dead, but then he keeps firing at me anyway.
Chief, that platform! We're too late!
Not yet.
About whatever this is.
No survivors. Master Chief is dead by my hands.
Is that really what that looks like? It's a little thing on my waist. The thrusters on the shoulders from 5 made so much sense. Because it already looks like I got them, but then they don't do anything. Does that explode? Oh, I left a fiery spot on the ground. I probably need ballistic ammo for him. If I had to guess what armor is weak to.
This is nothing.
Okay, one down. Saving. Do you even really get to aim with a gun
They
like
were
this?
persistent.
Did they kill Spartan Sorrel?
Negative. His killers are still active.
Okay, so it is only forward. It's like... I was gonna say like Haldarius. No.
This elevator
'Cause he can
is
go
taking us
up.
back to the surface.
It's more
It
like,
doesn't make sense.
Toby.
Why come
I
all
think
the way
he
down
has to get
here?
an upgrade
Just
to make
kill
his
the
thrusters
monitor.
go up.
Monitor's purpose is to protect the ring.
So why kill her?
No idea.
Let's talk about Battleborn, by the way, if you didn't catch that. That's what those characters are from, Caldarius and Toby. They're from Battleborn. They both have thrusters like that. Except Toby's are supposed to be for escaping, whereas Caldarius's are for mobility. Which is why his can go up by default. And Toby has to upgrade to be able to use them to go up. Even though you would think, with Toby technically being a sniper, you know, having more of a sniper kit, that you would think he would also be able to go up with his by default so he can get it to good vantage points. But I don't think Battleborn really did anything with mobility for its snipers. Which is weird, because I know at least one of their stages had very particular sniper perches. So you would think that it would be a thing to be able to get up there quickly, you know, like...
Show yourself. I know you have been following me. We are not enemies.
Despondent Pyre.
She had something I required.
Oh, don't tell me it's the key. The whatever thing you need to turn the halo on.
I know of you, Reclaimer. But hear this. You are not the future.
You okay, Chief? I'm trying to get the armor unlocked.
Try harder.
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. The Endless will be found. They will ascend.
Now would be good.
I know. 3,
The Reformation begins.
2, 1, go!
It's a boss fight. Or is she gonna get away? I think she's getting away. I'm pretty sure he didn't have that gun.
It took too long. You could have been killed.
It's okay. You saved us both.
Oh, wait, I guess I did have that.
That structure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you know what it is?
No.
The Harbinger said the Endless will be found. Maybe they're inside that thing.
Only one way to find out.
Convenient warthog. I was gonna say before the dialogue kicked back up, it's like, I don't mean to compare games, but you know, when I imagine a good sniper kit, I imagine Widowmaker from Overwatch. It's like being able to grapple up to high spots to have the vantage point, and then also the bomb to like trap potential ways to get up to where you are. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end here. Like, we're close to the objective, but like it's probably gonna take like another hour to do this spire probably. So I'm just gonna stop. I don't know why I couldn't find my mouse. Thanks for watching. See you Wednesday where we do more. Bye.